Are you thinking about leaving California and moving? Are you thinking about leaving California and moving to the Lone Star State, Texas? I have somebody that you are going to absolutely love, and she is in Texas and she is ready to help you. We're talking to her next. I am here to introduce you to my sweet friend, Tomie Fox tell everybody where you're from, Tomie.
Hi, Angel. I'm located in Wise County and specifically Decatur, Texas, which is the county seat of Wise County, about northwest of Fort Worth. It's the suburbs of Fort Worth, basically. The DFW Metroplex, if you will, to Fort Worth, which is exploding right now.
Do you think that that area that is now an hour, do you think that area is going to be growing? Do you think those freeways are going to be busier? So if it's an hour now, right? Somebody is thinking, okay, maybe in 3 years, it won't be an hour. What do you think?
So from Decatur, where I'm at right now,
right?
You're 30 minutes to Denton, which is just a huge city.
Okay.
You're 30 minutes south from Fort Worth, and you're 30 minutes west of South Lake. All over, it's just perfect. Now when you add in some traffic, you're really maybe 45, 60 minutes tops. And by the way, 50 minutes from DFW Airport, which is a huge deal. We love it here. It's so awesome. And then you come back to the country.
Yeah, because it's the country where you're at, right? I mean, your city is how big? Decatur is how many people?
About 6,000.
6?
Yeah.
Did you say 6?
Yeah.
6,000?
Yeah.
Are you guys all acreage out there? Is it all horse property? Is it all farmland?
A lot of it is. The county, the city proper is pretty small. Of course, we're big, we're growing. I mean, we are just like everywhere else in the United States, growing, can't keep up with builds and new construction. And there's more listings than I've ever had before, but they just go so quickly. It feels like you don't have anything. It's just that everything sells out just like toilet paper. It sells out quickly.
Are you guys getting multiple offer situations? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I helped. This is just a couple of days ago. I submitted an offer for my buyer on a house. We went $5,000 over list price. This is a modest home. It needed work. It needed to be completely updated. Cute house though. Ended up going under contract for $25,000 over. I mean, the week before Christmas. So that just tells you our market is still super strong.
Wow.
Very strong.
Wow. So when somebody is selling in California, now here's the question of the day, right? So if somebody's going to sell, standard track home here in Bakersfield is probably going to, anywhere between $350 and $450, right? What would they be able to get in Wise County, more specifically Decatur? What does that purchase price, what does that purchase power do for you there?
You are really, truly making a sideways move. To move to Decatur, the Wise County area, it's going to be a sideways move.
Okay.
A few years ago would have gotten you a lot more. You might be able to get a tract home on an acre.
Not bad.
No, I'm about to list. I took photos today of a new listing, and it's going to be around $350,000 on an acre. Yeah, it's really going to be a sideways move, I think.
But I
might get a little bit more land.
Well, I was going to say it might be sideways in price point, but with the amount of people that are leaving California, they may not want acreage. They may not want the horse property. They may not want to start a business on the back of their acreage. They just want out of California, right? Yeah. They don't need to go big. They just want to go home, and they want to get into a state that is wide open, that is, going to let them school the way they want, going to let them live the way they want. And that is Texas.
Yes.
Lone Star State, indeed. And that's a beautiful thing to know, because there are a lot of people that are like, I don't need to go change in my life. I just want to leave. So that's good information, right?
Yes. Yes. And in Decatur and Wise County, well, there are different communities around Decatur.
Right.
There are not a lot of huge neighborhoods. Not like there are in the big cities where you have 300 homes. We don't have that here. They're coming. They're coming quickly.
Are you still letting Californians into your community in Texas?
Yes, we love Californians. We love you. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
How many have you helped this year? How many of us have you helped just in 2021? Because this is December of 21. So the year, you know, we're pretty much done with the year. We've got a handful of days left. So how many Californians did you help this year?
I sold a lot of homes this year. And so I may not have helped every buyer, but I may have helped sellers whose the buyer was from California.
Right.
I probably had more of those opportunities, but I did sell to one particular California couple. And so they were definitely, is it okay to say they were moving from blue to red? And then, you know
that's
what
pretty
I mean?
obvious. That's real obvious. If it's not California, what other state does it tend to be?
Colorado.
Oh, that one surprises me. Really?
Yeah, Colorado. Well, we are a neighboring state to Colorado.
Right.
So that might be why. Well, I've had a couple of Colorados.
Up there by like where Oklahoma kicks in and then over on the corner.
Yes.
I get it.
So, yeah,
I get it.
Colorado's it's northwest of Texas. Again, you have to drive right through Decatur. If you're coming through from Colorado, you have to drive right through Decatur and Wise County to go south. And that's why a lot of Coloradans, they drive here. It's not a bad drive. They see it.
Are you liking this information? This channel is all about buying or selling real estate. So if you are interested in either one of those two things here in California, make sure you like and subscribe. YouTube likes it. I like it. YouTube makes me happy. I make YouTube happy. And then you get to see more of these videos. Make sure you do that for me. If you are still welcoming Californians in,
absolutely, 100%.
You know, praise the Lord. So what are people buying for the most part? Are they buying? Because you were talking about how there's new construction coming. What are they buying mainly?
Oh, yes. They're buying land. They're buying as much as they can. Angel, and I'm sure it's the same way with you, our buying power has grown exponentially. People, they have more money down. They have equity from their sale.
Yep.
And they're able to put a ton of money on their home purchase in Texas.
Yep.
And they're able to, now I don't know about Bakersfield economy compared to here in Wise County, but they are able to get the house that they want.
Yeah.
And they're competing though with other buyers, just like we all are. The good ones go fast, and experts are predicting that this is going to continue for 2022.
Yep.
And you want to know who's going to really be the winners? It's the high-end homes, because they are the ones that are going to be going at competing with the multiple offers more.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
And first-time buyers are going to have a real hard time because they don't have any money. They're going to give up. Move-up buyers need those first-time home buyers to purchase their house.
Yeah.
So who knows what 2022 is going to look like? But experts are predicting that we're about to be in a little crunch.
Yep.
And
I think you're absolutely right.
You want to be in the higher end of your budget for sure. That's where you're going to, that market's going to explode in 2022.
I think first-time home buyers getting in by the skin of their teeth, I don't think it's an option anymore. They have got to have more money. If it's going to take another 6 months for them to save up another 10 grand, do it, because that's going to help you, because, you know, obviously we want them to buy the homes that are, like you said, the move-up buyer. But I think the first-time home buyers have got to get serious about saving big-time cash and having more bargaining power than somebody who has equity to sell and buy. I 1000% agree with you. So it's nice to know that Texas is a little bit like California.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, at least in that regard. So I did have a question. So what industry is everybody who moves to Wise County and to Decatur specifically, are they commuting for work, or what is the industry out there that they would need to know about? Like Amazon distribution, do you have, what is it?
So many are in construction. They're business owners. They own their own companies. They're plumbers, they're electricians, they're entrepreneurs. Or they work for big companies. Some in the medical industry. We have a really nice hospital, and we're so close. And you know what? Airline industry is big too.
Really?
And again, we're just 50 minutes from DFW. We've actually probably 45. If you don't hit any red lights, no traffic, you're 45. Well, 48.
But mainly when somebody lives where you live, they're going to commute to DFW area for work. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah. They're probably not going to get a job here but there are companies moving them over, or again, they're just like today. I met with a client, and he's considering selling, and he works for DFW. And I don't know what he does, but he said that he just keeps airplanes from falling out of the sky. That is an important industry here.
We like them to not fall out of the sky.
I hope he's watching.
You'll have to send it to him when it's all on the YouTube. So by the way, speaking of YouTube, where and how can people reach out to you? So you have a YouTube channel, right?
I do.
And it is called
Tomie Fox.
Ta-da! Yes.
Yeah.
And
there's not a lot of Tomie Foxes out there. You just have to spell my name correctly.
Omie. It's right there at the bottom.
Yes.
And I love, and your Instagram handle is same.
Tomie Fox.
Tomie Fox. And I love your logo is you have the little fox logo. Mm-hmm. That's so cute. I've watched on your Instagram on your closing day that everybody holds a fox or something with a fox on it. I think that's super cute. It's easy to remember, right? It's easy to like, oh, she helped me. So let me ask you this, Tom.
People call me Tom. It's okay.
Okay, so now we've got Californians coming. So I hear the Mexican food is a little bit different in Texas. As I understand it, it's Tex-Mex, not regular Mexican. So I should say not regular Mexican, but like Californians, we have a very specific Mexican food. So when we leave California, we're kind of like, oh, I hope they have our Mexican food. So besides Mexican food, what's the biggest adjustment people have to make when they move to your county, your area?
Oh, adjustment. No, there's no adjustment. The food is fantastic. It's fantastic. Food is delicious in Texas all over. Yeah. And I have to say, when you come, can I just shout out to some restaurants?
Please.
So if you come to this particular area, you've got to go to Casa Torres. They have the best Mexican food, and everyone who lives here loves Casa Torres the best.
How is it? Also have Casa Torres?
Casa Torres.
Okay.
And anybody who knows anything about Mexican food or Tex-Mex knows that you judge a Mexican food restaurant by their salsa, and theirs is delicious.
Amen. Chips and salsa are a food group as far as I'm concerned.
They are. And then what's really amazing about our little area, there's a community just south of Decatur called Boyd, Texas. And I'm talking about not much of a town. It's very small. And we lived in Louisiana for 13 years. And this place is called Go-Go Gumbo. And my husband and I tried it and we thought, what are we doing here? We've already had the best. I mean, I don't know why we tried it, but we did. And it was incredible. And people drive all over to try this little restaurant called Go-Go Gumbo. It's delicious.
I love it. How far is that from Wise? How far is that from Decatur? That's just down the road. 20 miles.
Oh, 20 miles.
Okay, now that's the thing, though.
Everything is just a small, short 12 to 20 mile proximity to Decatur.
That is something that is, I know, very specific to Texas, and anything outside of California, I have learned is that Californians, we do everything in minutes because it's busy here and it's an hour, it's 45 minutes, and you guys do miles. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. I guess if you're in Dallas or Houston or San Antonio, you might do minutes. Even though I was born and raised in Houston, I've never lived my life by minutes. It's always been miles. My distance has always been miles.
Yes, I love that. Okay, well, thank you so much for meeting me here and for everybody on my channel to meet you. So if they're thinking about leaving California and you have sparked their interest to move to Decatur, more specifically Wise County, how do they find you?
Well, you can go to my YouTube channel and Tomie Fox and TOMIEFOX, and they can download my relocation guide. It's going to give you access to our schools, not just in Decatur, but the surrounding towns. I would welcome any of your buyers moving here. I would take excellent care of them, and they'll be very pleased.
I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, Tomie. I appreciate that. And so if anybody is interested in selling here in California, obviously I'm your girl. And then on the off chance, it does happen that people do move to California from Texas, you know who to call.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so we will bid farewell today, but I'm sure this is going to be one of many. And I'm going to keep my eyes on Decatur. I'm going to keep my eyes on that whole area out there because I am excited for you guys and all the growth. Thanks, Tomie.
Thank you. Mwah.
Mwah. God bless you.
Bye.
Bye. So are you ready to work with my girlfriend, Tomie? I know I would be if I was ready to sell here in California. This video right here is kind of a little bit of a snapshot before you and I meet about how to get your house ready to go on market. Super quick and easy, 7 friendly tips or 7 fast tips to get your house ready. And then we meet and we can get you handed over to my girlfriend, Tomie. So make sure you watch that video next.